Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling right here on SRB TV. I'm Kristen, as always, joined by Nick Slade.
Let's go.
Yes, with a better mic comes better predictions. Well, better predictions as we check a look at SummerSlam 2024 Cleveland edition. So, yeah, I
Cleveland
guess
rocks. Cleveland rocks.
to start with the road so far, yeah, I mean, the next 2 years we already know where SummerSlam is going to be. Next year is going to be Indianapolis, more than likely, and then the year after is going to be the consolation prize, aka Minneapolis, Minnesota, getting that Minnesota consolation prize for not getting WrestleMania next year.
I think they announced that 2 years in advance.
Well, what can we talk about? Well, there's one thing we didn't bring up in our Money in the Bank predictions, which is the fact that like NXT has been having a crossover event with TNA stars, which has been
Mhm.
amazing, especially for Joe Hendry, which
You said
poor
his
Joe
name.
for
Say his
poor.
name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Okay, but poor Joe Hendry, man, just falling short. Maybe we'll see. It's a battle of Joes next week on Great American Bash. It's him versus Joe Coffey.
Also, interesting enough, Nick Nemeth's next opponent is Josh Alexander.
Uh,
So could he have a 1 month reign, drop it to Alexander, and then Alexander faces Joe Hendry at Bound for Glory?
we'll see. I don't think Nick Davis will on too long. But on top of all of that, let's be honest, there's been a lot of stuff going on. People are dating people. Damage Control came back. The feud between Priest and Walter, which we'll get into a bit later, has been surprisingly a bit more interesting than expected. Um, but it doesn't escape the fact that the biggest feud going on Raw right now is Punk McIntyre.
Biggest match in feud to be right now, honestly.
It's hilarious. Like the top two are like, was it Rhea? Was it Rhea and Liv and Punk McIntyre, the two big feuds
Also, I want to
going
point out
into the.
this is Punk's first one-on-one match since coming back there to be. His only other match was the Royal Rumble.
Oh, you want to hear another fun fact? This is Zayn's first actual SummerSlam main card match.
I know, I saw that. That was interesting.
Yeah, he's had one, but it was kickoff show. It was him and Neville. I wonder where I have that guy taking on the Dudleys.
Mm-mm.
Which was like, what was that? What was that back then? But yes, we can't look, the biggest horseshoe in the room. I don't think I said that right. Is the fact Tony Khan had a meeting with one Shane O'Mac and apparently is interested in doing business with him, which could mean anything.
I now own AEW.
What is it? The sign, what is it? The name on thing reads billionaire, but doesn't read you as a billionaire.
The contract does say McMahon, but the name is Shane McMahon. Honestly, I don't
Honestly,
know. I don't know. What is Shane gonna do with the AEW? Like,
I don't know. Some people are already joking, like, let's have Shane Darby, who can fall off the tallest thing first contest.
Shane's too old, man. He can't be, like he injured himself in his last match.
Honestly, my opinion, I think I was saying online, like, have him run Ring of Honor. Fuck it. Like, what insane world would that be that Ring of Honor is being booked by a McMahon? Like, it would be more interesting and you would get more eyes on the card, like Shane McMahon. And we already know his booking history hasn't been great, reportedly. Like, but
No, come on.
Jesus.
He was part of the one of the best booking decisions during the Attitude Era. I honestly think that whole Royal Rumble thing was just him being scapegoated.
Well, then we now know he's going to be managing Jack Perry then.
There we go.
Guaranteed.
That works.
Oh, we also didn't bring that up. Drew McIntyre's picture with Jack Perry, which he almost like 12 hours later took down.
I wonder on which side demanded that.
I think he even put in the caption Crimea River. But like, nah, it has been insane. Like Goldberg talking about like his conversations with Tony Khan about what they were planning to do with him and Sting. Like, Triple H still shilling that there's a possibility WrestleMania is coming to London. Um, the White Six slowly doing well in their build-up. Like, they finally revealed their faces, and like Drew Dexter Lewis now sporting a Rob Zombie look, like vintage Rob Zombie look,
I
which
still
apparently a
hate.
lot of people like.
I still hate it's coming at the. I still hate it's coming at the expense of Chad Gable though.
Yeah, because he just got the Creed brothers, and it's like, yeah, but what? The timing on that's weird.
Doesn't it? Yeah,
But
doesn't it feel really weird? Like it feels like the Wyatt Six thing is just like interrupting a planned angle on it, like an actual not. It feels weird. Like what's going on with Otis? Like what's going? Like what the hell? I feel like why are they interfering in this feud? It's just too
why are they still
complicated.
being called the Alpha? Sorry, but like, why are they still being called the Alpha Academy when they're clearly not part of the Alpha Academy anymore? They're coming out to the music. They're still coming out to the music. Like, come on, Def Rebel, get on that AI music show. Interesting. Whoops, did I spoil that? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Def Rebel now being accused of using AI music, using AI to generate entrance themes. Like
I believe
Sheamus.
that. I
Like
believe that.
Sheamus is a big example of that. Oh
Why'd they change
God.
his theme?
They changed it. Oh, it's not good. Hmm.
Why change it though?
I don't know. They don't want to pay. Oh wait, was his original theme CFOS or Johnston?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably. I think it was probably because it was CFOS, and they're still technically paying him royalties on what was it like Bianca's theme? I think Bianca's theme and a couple other themes as well. Well, Sammy's theme technically too. Yeah, they're still putting royalties at the ass. Oh, and we're supposed to care that Solo Sikoa is fighting Cody Rhodes, but I'm more interested in the
Yeah,
fact that they apparently reportedly have already have finally signed Hikuleo. Have
they're just
reportedly
signing
signed.
every member of this extended family, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, and Julia officially is not showing up in WWE till like after mid-August.
Yeah,
Shit. Yeah.
mm. But man, once they get her and Stephanie Vakir in NXT, dang, freaking Roxanne's gonna be in trouble.
Jose the assistant on Twitter teasing he's going to NXT. People speculating he may be her manager, which would be a nice combo. Oh, the other thing we didn't bring up last one, which I'm astounded we didn't bring up is like what was it? AJ Styles was in a what was it, a Noah match?
Oh
Was
yeah,
it was
that did happen.
AJ Styles was in a Noah match? Io Sky was in a Marigold match. Like they just came back from their Japan tour in which they actually gifted Cody Dusty's old red or was it red hat and red wrestling gown.
Yeah, apparently it was gear that he wore during a match with Antonio Inoki.
Yeah, that was dope. Oh, and a couple of the female stars got their Riviera jackets. Which I'm like 2/3 of it. I'm like, yeah, but in J Cargo, I'm like, I mean, I guess. But yeah, it has been insane WWE lately. They've been branching out. Hell, we didn't bring that up. Like, oh, another thing to bring up: the Creed brothers were in Bloodsport matches. I think that
They were.
they won each of their matches too. I believe.
It wasn't
Like,
just them. That there was a couple of like Shayna Baszler was also went back. Charlie
she
Dempsey did a
won.
couple matches.
He lost his. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's been
so they are now officially working with GCW then.
that's amazing. Well, right now it looks like to be only Josh Barnett. I know he's still through GCW. Right now it looks to be only Josh Barnett for now. We'll have to wait and see on that because if like somebody shows up during one of their more like hardcore pay-per-view events, then I'll be really interested. But yeah, I think like Triple H branching out, letting his wrestlers who aren't doing shit really, like on the main card, go out there and do their shit is A
Hmm.
plus. Now, don't get me wrong, WWE still has a lot of stuff they need to work on. Like a lot of stuff they need to work on. Like MVP said this. Oh, the Bobby Lashley stuff as well, and
Yeah.
MVP. How MVP was pushing bringing back her business. They were like no. So he just showed up on an indie show recently to challenge a dude for a title.
MVP
So
did.
yeah, MVP did. Bobby Lashley, I believe, is technically a free agent right now.
Be interesting to see where he goes.
Yeah. Becky, I think,
He dominated back in day in TNA.
yeah, I think Bobby Lashley though is definitely. Oh, not Bob. Was it Bobby Lashley? Yeah, no, no. I was gonna talk about Becky. Becky was the smartest one. It's like I'm gonna let my contract expire. I'm not signing anywhere else. I'm just going on sabbatical, and I'm just like, fuck this. I'm out, and like I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I don't
spend
see
time
him
with my
going anywhere
family.
else.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend time with my family. You guys don't obviously don't need me for a while, so like I'm out. Like peace, deuces. Oh God, if Charlotte returns during SummerSlam, I'm just gonna be done with life. Okay, God damn, we had a lot to talk about on the road so far because we missed some stuff for Money in the Bank predictions, but it's certainly been a journey with WWE and TNA technically, and Miracle technically, and Josh Barnett technically, and Pro Wrestling Noah technically. Apparently,
Say
Styles
technically
made
one
like
more time. I'm just playing with you.
apparently Styles apparently showed out like during
Yeah.
his match too. Like, fuck. Okay, let's get into our first match because let's be honest, this card isn't. I would say this card looks to be better than last year's SummerSlam card, but considering what the finish was for last year's SummerSlam card, ugh, I mean, like all but one match is for a championship. like seriously, and we have a musical performance because we missed those. Said nobody.
Yeah, look at last year. This does look better than last year's.
But I'm going to start with our one. I know you're not happy, but I will be starting with our one regular singles match, which is the blood feud that hasn't actually begun bleeding, which is CM Punk taking on Drew McIntyre with Seth Rollins as special guest ref, which I think is a clever thing because I was predicting it was going to be Hell in a Cell. Like, I mean, it got to the point where like it's got to be Hell in a Cell, but
No, no.
instead,
I think Hell in a Cell is happening at Bad Blood.
you think Bad Blood? I think
Yeah.
unsanctioned match maybe at Bad Blood.
Well, Bad Blood is where Hell in a Cell debuted. It's traditionally has always had Hell in a Cell match on the card.
I mean, it would keep both Punk and McIntyre out of World Heavyweight Championship picture for some short while.
Yeah, whoever
Okay.
wins at SummerSlam, they're having a rematch. I don't see that not happening.
Oh yeah, this is round one of their feud. We've just been
Between
building this
then,
up since January.
but between now and Bad Blood, we also have Bash in Berlin.
We'll get to that when we talk more about the World Heavyweight title picture. But
Mhm.
yeah. So since January, where Drew McIntyre non-kayfabe injured CM Punk, they have been building this up. Punk. I wouldn't say technically, but like because Punk was there, Drew got distracted enough where he lost the title to World Heavyweight title to Damian Priest. Then when it had another chance at Clash, lost it there, lost another chance. That time legitimately thanks to Punk.
Well, he actually lost
Um,
on a Raw. Also, there was a Raw between those two. So Punk's actually screwed him 4 times.
multiple times. Oh, and then what was it? Money in the Bank,
Yes.
which was the stupider version,
Oh, that was so bad.
just to just so that you can justify Punk costing him.
One of the
Cashes
worst
in to make
matches
it a
ever.
triple threat. Attacks McIntyre, causing Priest to retain his World Heavyweight title. And that's where we're at now. He beat the ever living shit out of him on that following Friday on SmackDown, which was an amazing moment, and took the Larry AJ bracelet from him, which was great. And then since then, they have just been butting heads. I mean, both vocally and physically. Not physically, because when they finally got them in the same ring together, they're not allowed to touch each other until SummerSlam. And then I love Rollins was made the special guest ref because I was kind of worried they're just going to singles match. I'm like, can't fucking do a singles match. And what was great was they made a special guest ref, and then on this past Monday's Raw, they made him the official. Well, he went over the rules and basically went, look, I'm gonna let some things slide because I don't care about either of you. I'm gonna let some things slide because I don't care for either of you. Like
This is
it
very
was.
reminiscent of time of the year was Undertaker versus Bret Hart with Shawn Michaels as special guest referee. You remember that match? That's one.
Oh yeah.
It's a match that led up to the first Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker and Shawn Michaels.
Oh my
Because Shawn
God.
Michaels tried to cost Bret Hart, and he actually cost the Undertaker.
Oh my God. Triple H pulling what Shawn Michaels does with NXT booking. Is this because we just talked about it's gonna lead to Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood? Is Triple H borrowing from Shawn Michaels NXT booking playbook? Like just recreating something that already happened during the Attitude Era.
I think that was more new generation. That might have been late new generation, early Attitude Era. No, that was still Attitude Era.
But we're gonna be honest though, whoever wins, like this feud's not over. Like this feud's not over with this match. Like hands down. Like if I had to choose, because they've done, I've said before, I'm gonna say it again. This has easily been one of Drew's. I think no, screw that. This has been Drew's best WWE run, like best. Like justified heel Drew McIntyre works so much better than face Drew McIntyre because he knows how to get under crowd skin. He knows how to get under Punk skin. He knows exactly what to say. He knows exactly what to do on socials, as we were talking about earlier, alluding to earlier. Like this has been his best run. Yes, his missed booking out his missed championship wins have not exactly been great, but they have led to an amazing version of him. And like with that being said, like, do you have Punk win here and have Drew win at maybe Bad Blood, or do you have Drew win here and then Punk eventually winning at Bad Blood? Because there's gonna be a rubber match. We already know there's gonna be like one more rubber match, you know. So like,
This thing is like, I want McIntyre to win the feud overall, but does that mean Punk has to win the first match? And it is Punk's first real match back. And I don't know if he does win, you can blame Rollins on that.
well, let me ask you. We were talking about that special guest ref match, Shawn Michaels. How did that? Well, how was that finish? Maybe we
That
can
was
guess.
okay. That was 1997 SummerSlam.
Okay.
Basically, okay, it was Bret Hart facing the WWF champion at the time of the Undertaker.
Mhm.
Uh, basically, the stipulation was if Bret didn't win the title, he couldn't wrestle in the United States ever after that. And and Shawn Michaels was prohibited from showing bias. And if he did, he would not be allowed to wrestle in the United States again. So basically, Shawn, him and Bret hate each other.
Okay.
And Shawn at one point was going to cost Bret the match, but he accidentally hit the Undertaker, and Bret won the title. And that led to Bad Blood, the first Hell in a Cell match when Shawn Michaels faced the Undertaker, which saw the
So
debut of Kane.
so when he attacked Undertaker, was Undertaker a face or a heel?
I'm trying to remember. I believe yeah, he was a face
Undertaker
because
was a face.
he
Okay.
went on the feud with Kane right after this.
Okay.
It's
I'm
it's
gonna give it.
it's been a
I'm gonna give
while.
it. If we're relieving Triple H going off of Shawn Michaels style of NXT booking, I'm gonna give it to Drew then. Seth Rollins is going to they're going to accidentally shove him or try to hit him, and in that moment of rage, he's going to hey, fuck it, just copy and paste. He's going to go for Drew's head, hit CM Punk, and then Drew's going to win. That's my prediction. I think Drew McIntyre is going to win this match, though. I feel like if
Yeah,
we're
but then that
going
makes me
to,
think Punk wins a Bad Blood.
we'll see what happens. Remember, we still got a rubber match
And
after this,
and
so
CM Punk
like,
loves to compare himself to Bret Hart, so it makes it even more comparable.
so yeah.
It's either
Thank
Bret
you.
Hart.
Thank you for reminding me about that match because I'm now going to go with
It's a
Drew.
very similar situation.
I'm going to go with Drew then. What about you?
It's hard because this could go easily go either way. But since I do want Drew to win and I think the inevitable rematch at Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood, and since this is Punk's first real match back, I think you have Punk win.
Okay. Its technical first match was the Royal Rumble, and he lost that. Who were fucking kidding?
Yeah, it's first one-on-one match, so
Yeah, whatever. Punk can take a loss.
so
Like
what I
if
would do is I would have sorry, I would have I don't want to say it. Sorry, I'm still congested.
it's okay.
Being sick. I would have Rollins accidentally cost McIntyre. Then you can do Drew versus Seth at Bash in Berlin, have Drew win there. Then you do Drew versus Punk, Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood. That's how you can fill that gap.
Would you have Punk cost Drew that match at Bash in Berlin just to keep that feud cooking?
No, because I don't think you need to have Drew keep losing.
Okay.
You maybe have Punk try to interfere, but I think Seth's not doing anything anytime soon. He can put over McIntyre again, and then it can lead to McIntyre Rollins. Sorry, McIntyre Punk at Bad Blood.
I think for Bash, you can either do Punk Rollins or Drew Rollins. Whoever loses that match, this match at SummerSlam, I can see them facing Rollins at Bash in Berlin.
I think they
But they're
might
gonna
let.
because they're gonna accuse him of like costing him the match. Even though, yeah, because
I
he's
think
technically special guest referee.
yeah, I think you might want to save Rollins Punk though for WrestleMania because that was the match that was supposed to get at WrestleMania.
We'll see. But do you agree with me or are you going to Punk?
I'm going with Punk winning.
Okay, I like that. We're at because it could this is the match that really I mean this match could go either way. Like it really could because this feud's not ending with this match. We built this match. They accidentally have building this match up for the last 6 months. Like
No,
yeah. So
no.
next up for the Intercontinental Championship,
Mhm.
Sami Zayn defends against Braun Breaker. Don't call me
Breaker.
Steiner. Yeah, this has been a nice build up again. Braun won via TKO against Ilya Dragunov to get another shot at Sami Zayn's Intercontinental title. Um, and since then, like Braun brings up how like he underestimated Sammy. He thought he was a joke. He just got lucky a lot of times, and he underestimated him. And Braun's like, this time though, I'm not going to underestimate you. So while you're joking around with your comedy specials and stuff like that you're having, I am training day in day out, clanging and banging, to prepare myself to destroy you. So, yeah, Sammy's rebuttal is, yeah, I may be having these comedy specials, but at least I'm still winning. Like, yeah, Braun's winning.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
I think
they
Braun winning.
they put it on. They had to give a like a like, they had to add a match for Money in the Bank just so we can have a little filler, just so we can get to this. But I think Braun's winning here. Like.
There's no reason for him to lose.
Yeah, at this point, if you're telling me his story is that he underestimated Sammy and now he's not going to, and considering what he's already still been doing to everybody he's wrestled, you gotta have Braun win here, the IC title here.
Yeah, like if you're not gonna put on Chad, Braun's a good choice to put it on because this is a guy they definitely want. They're putting a rocket on, and having him have a dominant run with the IC title is definitely a good way to eventually move him up to main event contention.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look, that was simple. That was so simple, wasn't that?
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to talk about the United States Championship as Logan Paul is defending against LA.
LA Knight. Yeah.
Oh, this time you do it.
I'm
Slacker.
awake this time.
Slifer slacker. Logan Paul has had the Dean Ambrose style of US title run, in which he has rarely, very rarely defended it, but is now nearing a record-breaking run. Uh,
Dean Ambrose defended it more than like Logan Paul's only defended it twice.
yeah, I know, but like it's that similar vein. Yeah, Knight's been bugging Paul ever since before Money in the Bank about this whole thing. And like since LA Knight technically got a clean pin on Logan Paul in their Money in the Bank qualifying match, he convinced oh my God, I just blanked on the SmackDown GM's name. Oh, Nick Aldis. He
Mm-hmm.
convinced Nick Aldis to give him a contract for a US title match at SummerSlam, which Logan Paul has obliged. I have not been watching SmackDown over the last few weeks, so I'm gonna see what Wikipedia has here.
You mean you have
Um,
been watching the Bloodline beat down Cody every single week?
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to
Mhm.
that. Yeah, but no, they've been talking shit about each other, and like I think Logan Paul is talking about how he's had a bigger run than LA Knight's ever had in his entire pro wrestling career. Like the differences is yeah, whatever. So of course this is Logan Paul's hometown. Also, I forgot to bring that up too. Reportedly the Miz is the host of SummerSlam, which means nothing, but of course
Means
Miz
nothing.
is home.
Yeah.
Miz's hometown as well, which is great. But this is Logan Paul's hometown, but he is a heel, and they're going to boo him like one. Like this is not MJF we're talking about here. No, this is Logan Paul. Man, this should have fucking happened at goddamn WrestleMania. This should have happened at Clash at the Castle. This should have happened at Money in the Bank.
Now, if it
Like,
wasn't going to happen at WrestleMania, I can understand him saving it for SummerSlam. Like it's in Logan Paul's hometown. It's a big stage. obviously this is now time to put the belt on LA Knight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
LA Knight up and
Yeah.
down, left and right. Like, look, Logan Paul's still on a contract, but we need that US title to be relevant again. Like, I don't care how much he takes a shower with it in the nude. Like, no, dude. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, hold on a sec. Let me process. Okay, LA, yeah, LA Knight needs to win it. We need LA Knight needs to win. He needs to regain that momentum again. Like, if you're gonna put on anybody, put it on him. He has been busting his ass day in day out. He's one of the most over guys in your company. Like, just do it. Like, fuck it. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to LA Knight to win this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what's next. For the WWE Women's Championship, Bayley defends her title against the 2024 Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax. I'm not calling her by her royal title because I still don't care about Nia Jax. Um, so the only thing worth noting in this feud is that Tiffany Stratton has become the current Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton has become besties with Nia Jax. There was even one funny moment where it looked like Nia Jax was it I think Nia Jax beat down Bayley. Tiffany Stratton comes in with the briefcase. Nia turned around going, "What are you doing?" And the ref's on the apron. And she's like, "Nothing. No, ignore him. Let's just go. No, ignore him. Let's just go. Let's just go." That was the only funny part. Other than that, yeah, they've been buddy buddy and stuff, and like Nia's been doing her whole spiel like she's gonna kick her ass, even though anybody who watched NXT knows Bayley was the first person to actually defeat Nia in NXT. So like in a singles match. Ah, God damn it. Yeah, it's the question I know you love the answer. You have a definitive response on. Let's see if it's changed. I say Bayley retains. Do you see Stratton cashing in at SummerSlam?
Yes.
Boo! Boo! Boo this man. It's current
Are you booing
MCU.
me? I'm right.
Boo! I should go on the Rick and Morty one. I see what you all cheer for.
You booze
Or
me nothing
even,
to me. I see what you cheer for.
um, man, I don't want him to do it at SummerSlam. Why is it? Are we just making a yearly thing now where the women have to like cash in at money at SummerSlam?
I
Like
mean,
seriously.
a bunch of them cashed in the same night on Money in the Bank. So
I still say you wait until like bad. Oh, now we know what the October pay-per-view is. Now I still say we wait for either Bad Blood or Survivor Series. I'm
why?
sorry. We need time to breathe. Like seriously, we don't need a second year in a row they cash in successfully at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
Like
but
we know
why wait?
Stratton's good. Oh, go on.
As I say, why wait though? Like Bailey's already held it since WrestleMania, so she's had a very lengthy reign. You might as well want to
Yeah,
put like who else is Bailey going to fight
yeah,
between now and then?
but my biggest issue is like why does that have to be at SummerSlam again? Like, that's what bugs me. That's why I said the earliest I would love to see it is just screw it. Just do it at Bash in Berlin, you know? Do it at Bash in
Yeah,
Berlin. Give it something the Germans to boo about.
the Germans boo everything.
But that's not my point. My point is wait till at least Bash in Berlin. That's me. If you can at least wait for Bash in Berlin, I don't mind if she catches in soon. But I don't want to see it at SummerSlam. But I see Bayley retaining at the very least.
Yeah, I do see Bailey retaining. Hold on, my computer's dying. I need to find a plug. Well, let's continue. Oh
Okay, I will continue chatting. Bailey still looks fine as hell.
yeah, oh yeah.
Though her entrancing now sucks even more now.
They changed that
Um,
too.
dude, I don't want to talk about entrance. Was it a Death Rebels entrance themes? They're gonna go to hell. HD double hockey sticks, just
I love how you said
okay.
we weren't going
Hold
to
on.
curse because of your niece, and then you've been cursing this whole time.
I said hell.
You've been saying worse than that.
I said frick. I have maintained my profanity levels. I've
You
said frick and hell.
you have said everything. You said
I
S.
said
You said all of it. We have it on tape.
what? She's not gonna watch this. So next up is our what is it? Let me see. Um, yeah, we'll do this for the World Heavyweight Championship.
This
Damian Priest defends against the 2024 King of the Ring, Walter. So yeah, he won, and we just playing a waiting game with Damian Priest. So we've been
uh,
waiting and we're waiting, and the feud's gotten slightly more interesting. Walter calling Damian Priest street trash, which I like. That's it. The promos they've had the last couple weeks have been good. Like not anything that I'll ignore from the other two big feuds of the paper of this pay-per-view, but like going to the pay-per-view, but like at least they've been trying to build this up. And like so this is the conundrum we get to now. So they have been seriously planting seeds for the Judgment Day breakup. So now the question is one thing. Do you
yes.
have Walter win here by causation of Balor turning on him? Or do you hold off on the turn?
No, I don't think. I think Gunther can beat Priest just straight up, and then afterward, Balor looks down at him and takes advantage of him, saying, "Yo, you lost. You're no longer the leader. You're out."
Yeah, the interesting part of the last few weeks is that Priest and Rhea have been talking like faces. Like with the rest of Judgment Day, they've been talking like baby faces.
Mm-hmm.
It's been interesting on that front, which we'll get to when we talk about the
Well,
women's world.
Priest has
Um,
basically been a babyface for the past several weeks. Um, they
yeah,
just been
but
waiting, they just
yeah,
waiting for the turn. And I've seen some people trying to say that Priest's run has been better than Cody's. I think Priest's run has been kind of mid, honestly. Like he's most of his reign has been in the background of the McIntyre Punk feud.
it's been a bog standard. It's been a very mid feud. Yeah,
You
it's
know, what
been very.
it reminds me of like past Money in the Bank title runs, like Jack Swagger, or unfortunately Dolph Ziggler, like people who were given it, who won it with Money in the Bank, that didn't have that great of a run after. Like I just have not bought Damian Priest as a main event guy. Like he McIntyre had him beat twice, like straight up. If Punk
Mhm.
had not interfered, Priest wouldn't even be a champion right now. And before that, he was having Judgment Day help him.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. They've been blatantly stretching out his run just so like we can get the SummerSlam with Walter.
I mean, you have McIntyre call him a paper tiger champion, and
Hmm.
he is. Like you can't deny that. Like if it wasn't for Punk, he wouldn't even be champion right now.
Yeah.
So
So
I think it's time
um,
just to put the bullet in the horse's head and give the belt to Gunther and let him have his run with it. And Priest can go feud with Finn Balor and stuff.
yeah, and then we can get Dragunov Walter or Bash in Berlin, which
Yes.
I would love. Yeah. Walter obviously like whether or not turn happens here from any member of Judgment Day is still up in the air. But as of right now, yeah, well, yeah, I see Walter finally getting a world title in WWE, which is nice. It actually is really nice to see that. It's gonna be nice to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, knock on wood. So next up, oh, let's be honest, one of the other big feuds going into this for the Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan defends against Rhea Bloody Ripley. So yeah, Rhea got injured legitimately, her own fault technically. And since then they've been building this thing where Liv's been goading, tempting, uh,
Eddie Dom.
Dom Dominic Mysterio with chicken nuggets, a PlayStation 5.
Nuggies.
Oh, it's fucking chicken nuggets. Some innuendos here and there. And then just looking like they're about to finally smooch after a tag match against Lena and Ray, Mommy comes back and eventually
Priest
makes
kept it
up Dom.
himself.
Yeah, Dom makes up with Rhea. Dom destroys Rhea on the like not Rhea,
Liv.
destroys Liv on the mic.
I
Like
hate
she
you.
like she looks like she got like somebody literally took a knife and just perfect aim zero like 360 no scoped millennial terms like her heart with a dagger
She
like
looked good in those
holy
jorts though.
oh yeah Oh yeah, very nice. But like broke her heart, and now this is war.
This is
So,
war.
so let's talk about how Dom may or may not be turning on Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I think this is a continuation of the fall of the Judgment Day. I think they're kicking both Rhea and Priest out, both of
Yeah.
them, and Finn's going to take over and I think probably they might even add Liv. So it'd be Balor, Carlito, Dominic, JD, and Liv as Judgment Day.
Yeah, yeah, this is interesting. It's not the custody atomic ladder match like I wanted, but he is technically involved. So like the second time in a SummerSlam feud where Dom's involved is the person in the middle is the man in the middle in this situation. Um,
He does deserve it.
see, like the problem is I don't know where they were gonna go if Rhea wasn't gonna be injured. Like I would assume this is where I think SummerSlam was where Liv would have taken the title off of Rhea finally.
No, I think that probably would have back at Backlash.
Bless you. No, I think they would have saved it for SummerSlam because like I think that's where
I
Don
think they
would
would
have
have stretched this out that long.
did you not hear a conversation about how they stretched out the Damian Priest feud? Trust me, they would have found a way. Um, but nah, I think this would have been where like Dom turns his back on Rhea, and helps win the women's world title at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
So
I think so.
do you help her retain here? Does Dom help her retain here, or do you have Rhea just take the title back that she
I
never
have
technically lost?
I have Liv retain.
You have Liv retain.
Yeah, there's no reason to take
See,
the belt off her right now. And I think you can probably have Dom act like he accidentally cost Rhea and then reveal he did it on purpose.
man, like I would love for Rhea to get her title back, but at the same time, like it's too soon for her to get the World Women's Championship back. Like she was already on like a like amazing like title reign, like multi-day title reign with it. Wasn't the best reign in the world, but it was a very lengthy one. So giving
Yeah.
her back so soon wouldn't be right.
Yeah,
Like
the
if
way
you were to give her back now, she would only lose it like what, a month later, if we're being honest.
yeah, I don't see a reason for Liv to lose it. Like how I would do it, I would do this match first before Priest match.
Mm.
Have Dom Coster have the rest of Judgment Day act like August and Dominic would do that, act like he's out of Judgment Day, and then Priest gets cost, and then it's revealed Balor is behind all this, and they kick both Rhea and Priest out of the Judgment Day.
And Judgment Day becomes Balor Club. Because if we're just going to end Judgment Day, period, this is the way to do it.
What's funny is like their first feud was against like AJ, Finn Balor, and Liv Morgan. Wouldn't it be funny if
Mhm.
like it was a plan the whole time since Finn joined?
Yes, there's been very obvious tells that Balor's in on this whole like turning on Judgment Day, but then there's somebody else who went like when they spray paint when Liv went to their clubhouse and spray painted like, all their stuff. The only person she didn't spray paint their face of is Finn's,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Because they
like
were allies against Judgment Day before Finn joined.
yeah. So yeah, I think Liv's retaining here, and I'll be honest, if it's not Dom that's going to do it, I think this is where Balor shows up and costs Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. I think either Dom or Finn's gonna show up during that match, during the Women's
It's
World
gonna be
match.
Dom. I believe.
It's Dom's most obvious, but if we're talking full end of betrayal of Judgment Day, I would say Balor.
Well, that's why I think this match happens first, and then Priest Gunther happens, and that's the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, like the downside would be, oh, we're definitely gonna be making what is it, Dom a face. I'm like, I don't think that works. Dom's better as a heel. I remember
No,
his.
it'll be Ripley and Priest who are the faces, and the new Judgment Day will be the heels.
Oh, we're not doing Judgment Day Wolfpack shit. No, we're just Judgment Day is just gonna be over, and like Judgment Day is gonna be called Balor Club. Um,
I guess you could do that.
yeah. Hey, I'll give you one thing about current Judgment Day. They've made Carlito slightly entertaining.
Carlito's been funny as hell.
Dude, I love it. I love it when
That's
he
cool.
catches them on the couch and
Yeah.
he goes, well, you're not entirely not hard." I'm like,
It doesn't look like
whoa,
it's that hard. Looks like it's not hard.
whoa.
I love how he looked at the phone. He was like, "That's cool." It's like, no, he's like, not cool.
Yeah, they found something entertaining to do with Carlito. I'll give them
But
that much.
they did what they should have done before they have him bring back his catchphrase. It's like that's why people like Carlito. They like it when he says that's cool. He needs to bring back the apple and spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Okay. So, unfortunately, we now have to talk about what's more than likely going to be our main event of the evening. Cody and for the WWE Championship, I'm still not calling it the UWIC. Um,
Ooh,
for the WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes defends against the current leader of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa.
the Fredo
So,
line.
so let's you can mat. I swear, yeah, you can Mad Libs this feud. You can seriously like replace like just remove all the other times Cody was feuding with Roman, but remove the word Roman with Solo,
Yeah,
and
they're just doing the
maybe
same
and
thing.
maybe change out Usos for like Girls of Destiny, you know, like
Mhm.
for God, because that's what this feud has been. Seriously, that is what this feud's been. The only thing that's been different is this is a more ruthless bloodline. Though from what I've been seeing, it's the exact same flipping bloodline.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me
Hey,
wrong.
it's the new
I
boss.
I
Same
think
as the old boss.
I think with the little bit we've gotten from Jacob Fatu, he's been freaking great.
Oh
Jacob
yeah,
Fatu has been freaking great.
Fatu is definitely the guy who's going to benefit from a singles run. Him and Tamatanga, both those guys are going to be good. Honestly, the thing that's the problem. Both of them are more real believable as leaders than Solo is.
Oh, we didn't bring that up either. Is that Friday on SmackDown? It's DIY versus God for the tag titles.
Well, no, it's Tama and Jacob Fatu.
It's you know what I mean.
Yeah,
You don't care enough to correct me that much.
I do a little bit.
Yes, look, and okay, they booted out Paul Heyman and triple power bombed him through the announce table, and like because Paul won't acknowledge Solo as a new tribal chief, like this feud's been going on and on and on. Like somebody made a good point online. It's like I can't wait for the bloodline to break up so that way Kevin Owens can move on to something else.
He's been feuding them for like 3 years. It feels like 3 or 4 years.
Man, you know what? I hope his mom is doing way better. She is out of hospital. I'm hoping she's doing way better because
Mm-hmm.
that me having to refeud of KO and then have to worry about your mom being in hospital is not like a great mindset to have.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah,
Oh,
Solo has now challenged him after attacking him at Clash, after pinning him at Money in the Bank, after let's be honest. Cody Rhodes' current tower run has not been great. This has been the waiting for Roman Rock to return line. They
I
finally
know.
released that behind the curtain special, which was a lot of propaganda via The Rock. If we're being
Rewriting of
honest.
history.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently he's the one who told Joe Hendry to believe in himself. So, um, okay.
The one who told Rosa Parks to stay in that seat.
Yeah, it'd be best for business. Like I just said, this match is the waiting for Roman to show up match. Like, who are we kidding? There's nothing about this match that's different, except maybe there's different people involved in feuding against Cody and Team Good Guys. Like we know where this is going. Roman's gonna eventually return. So they make a good point about like Survivor Series War Games. Oh, this is dope. Like, what is it? Cody, Roman, Sammy, and the Usos versus the New Bloodline.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Why should anyone want to help Roman and Jay?
Well, you got a few. Look. Let's be honest. There's still plenty of time to build that up. I don't know if that's happening or not. That's just wild speculation from the wrestling community. I'm not agreeing nor disagreeing. I'm trying to look at a better picture of what we're getting to because
Yeah,
like right
I've never been a
now,
fan of turning heels face just by having other heels turn on them. It's like, oh, a heel turn on another heel. That doesn't necessarily make him a good person.
yeah, but
Like it's like it seems like you just got karma. It's like that's what this looks like.
yeah, but like not like right now, look, there's gonna be distractions after interferences, after ref bumps, after one of the members Bloodline. My money on the first one to show up is Jacob Fatu. Like, they're gonna interfere. But after all that, Cody's gonna retain. Like, who are we kidding? Cody, the only person Cody's probably gonna lose that title to is either Roman again or Rock, which is sad to say. It's extremely sad to say. Like, because I want it to be Drew. Fuck it. I'm that psychotic. I want it to be Drew to take the WWE title off of Cody. Like, I don't care. Oh, WWE draft? Who gives a rat's butt? Like, seriously. No. No, Cody, obviously Cody retains. Then like obvious interference. Yeah, then obvious interference, and then like Roman shows up, and then that's them's fighting
And
words.
I was talking about
Apparently, oh, go on.
I was talking about earlier how Priest didn't feel like a main eventer. Solo
Yeah.
Sikoa does not feel like a main eventer. Like, how is it by giving him a singles push, he feels less threatening than when he was Roman's bodyguard?
Oh,
Because when
I
he was
love.
Roman's bodyguard, he looked
Yeah,
threatening, he looked badass. But ever since they let him talk and be the boss, he looks like a wannabe, like a pretender. He's
yeah.
a pretender. He's Fredo from The Godfather.
The best comment I read about Jacob Fatu's debut is he did what we've been wanting from Solo Sikoa in a couple years. He did in 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Looked
Solo is just he's either not ready or he's just not that guy. He doesn't
dude,
have the charisma that Jay does, or even really Jimmy. Jimmy has more charisma.
dude. He has the build of Kevin Owens. He can move like Sami Zayn, and he apparently, from what I've heard, he's actually good on the mic as well.
The thing
Like,
is,
though they,
when you put him next to Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, he looks small. The leader shouldn't look like the smallest guy in the ring.
yeah, I haven't cared for Solo's current bloodline leadership. I've never cared for Solo's bloodline leadership. There's nothing that tells me I should give a shit about Solo's bloodline leadership. I just don't care.
Just have Roman show up, whoop his ass, and we can move on with our life.
When was the last? No, no. You know when was the last SummerSlam main event I actually enjoyed?
What was that?
Though the outcome was about what I expected, was Brock Roman. Ironically enough, because
Really?
that involved a tractor.
Yeah, it did involve a tractor.
That was fun. It was Brock Roman number 572, but gosh darn it, was it not entertaining? Like,
I mean,
it was
I like the Fiend beating Strowman and then Roman coming back at 2020.
just like I said, I think, yeah, it's Cody winning, retaining here, and then Roman shows up at the end of the show.
But
I'm
you
tired.
wonder. I think after this, you got to go to Randy Orton. That's the thing that could save Cody's reign. That title, that program. They've been hinting at every time Cody mentions the title. There's been multiple instances where Randy looks at the title.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you
know.
got to do Cody versus Randy.
Yeah, and that's it. Okay. Why did I put the road so far? Bet. What do you think is going to be best match of the event?
Hmm, that's hard.
No, that's not how you spell of.
Maybe because
Okay.
nothing really fully stands out. A lot of these matches seem like kind of similar. Logan Paul, LA Knight has potential to be really good if they both go all out. Uh, I don't see Breaker Zane going too long. Punk McIntyre can be good, but that's going to be a lot of just brawling and
Mm.
shenanigans. Oh,
Sorry, I don't have a gun. I just have a TV remote. Oh.
I'll go with Punk McIntyre for the hell of it.
That's probably gonna be your stupid, really ridiculous. I'm gonna go Priest Walter.
Okay.
Priest is a good, like, look, we're shitting on his tower on, we're crapping on his tower on, but like he's still good in the ring, and Walter's freaking amazing in the ring, which we already know. Like, Walter's gonna probably give Priest one of his best matches of all time,
Oh yeah,
hands down.
sure.
Like, this is gonna be great, regardless if there is interference from the JD from like Judgment Day or not. Like, regardless of that, like, great stuff. Like, I think it's gonna be a great match overall. But yeah, that's gonna do it, folks, for our prediction. Very lengthy predictions for SummerSlam Cleveland edition. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else, when it comes to talking about some SummerSlamness in Cleveland, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell icon as well. Let us know what your predictions are for W SummerSlam. What do you think is going to be the best match of the night? What do you think is going to be the best moment of the night? What are your thoughts on the potential lead-ins to the upcoming pay-per-views such as Bad Blood and Bash in Berlin? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down our predictions overall. But most importantly, we thank you for watching now. Aside from this channel, where can they find you elsewhere on the internet, Nick?
Well, you can find me on the socials. You can find me on the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the XX Twitters, babies. But while you're here on YouTube, go check out another channel I help out with from time to time called The Y-Files. It's a fun YouTube channel that covers all kinds of cool stuff like UFOs, ancient civilizations, monsters in the night, all that fun stuff. So go ahead and check them out. And while you're at it, go to their website, go to their shop, because after you watch that channel, you're going to love Hecklefish. So you get yourself a Hecklefish t-shirt. Get yourself a Hecklefish mug. You can fit your whole fist in there. It's fistable. You're going to love it. And while you're at it, go get yourself a Hecklefish plushie. And that's all his catchphrases. You know you want it. You're going to love Hecklefish because he's a strict but fair lord.
And you can, and our pal Mo Brothers, who will be on reactions for SummerSlam, you can check them out on the socials at Afro Mo Bro. Me and him recently went to a concert recently together, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got inebriated to a point where I couldn't stand up.
Yay, good for you.
I tried this beer that was like rainbow sherbet ale, like craft beer.
Why?
It tasted like beer, but if you put like whatever they use for warheads into it.
That sounds disgusting.
It was decent, but I had a moment where I had like a heavy blood rush moment, and then I just became lightheaded and couldn't stand up. It was all for one beer. Woo! But you can check out our most recent pay-per-view reactions. You can check out our reactions to my controversial grading for Slammiversary 2024. You can also, for our last WWE pay-per-view, you can check out our reactions to Money in the Bank. If you want to check out our reactions to last year's SummerSlam, you can check them out right here on this channel. Trust me, none of us were happy about that finish. And a year later, we're still going to probably not be happy with whatever finish we're going to get. But until next time, I am Kristen.
I'm Nick Slade.
And this has been a very Cleveland Browns-filled episode of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling. We will see you guys later.
Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.